This tutorial is for lesson 6. You can see that I've already gotten the file out of the student G drive, and then I saved it in my H drive under computer graphics, book tutorials, and I saved it as 06 working as a Photoshop file. So we're moving on. On page 144, you want to look at the examples. To select mask. You have a slight grid above the model. Make sure that the quick selection tool is selected in the options bar and set up a brush with a size of 15 pixels. Position the quick selection tool within the outline of the model and drag while keeping the tool within her face, hair, and shirt areas. Where you drag teaches the select mask which areas should be revealed and not part of the mask. It's okay if you release the mouse button and drag more than once.
Dang. She was recording.
I'm going to get a little bit more over here on the edge. Oh, that's too much. Get rid of some of that. Okay, click View on the menu. And in the View Mode selection, choose Overlay. You can see what you've selected here. The masked area is now shown as a semi-transparent red color instead of the onion skin checkerboard. Look for areas of the model that are within the red mask overlay but should be revealed, like this area right here. And drag the quick selection tool to include them in the revealed areas. Oops, I need to go back and hit the positive area. Okay. Increase the magnification if it helps for you to see. So that's an area that I can color over a little bit. Move it around. Click the View menu in the View Mode selection again and choose On Layers. This shows you how the current select and mask settings look over any layers that are behind this layer. In this case, you're previewing how the current settings will mask the model layer over the magazine background layer. At the magnification of 200% or higher, inspect the hair edges of the back of the model's head. So you can highlight that and type 200%. And we can use your hand tool, move it over, and look at the hair. Select the Refine Edge Brush tool in the options bar. Set up a brush with the size of 20 pixels and the hardness of 100. So we're going to click right here, and the size needs to be 20 pixels. The hardness needs to be 100%. Choose Overlay from the View menu in the View Mode selection so that the missing hair is visible. Drag the Refine Brush tool between the hair bun and the end of the hair. So let's go over here. You can see all of this hair is missing. So we're going to drag right over the top of this. Where the selection needs to be improved. As you drag the Refine Edge brush tool over the complex hair edge, you should see that the hair strands falling behind the bun are now included in the visible areas. Scroll down to the loop of the hair that falls over the back of the shirt and do the same thing. In the options bar, set up a Refine Edge brush with the size of 15 pixels. Drag the Refine Edge brush tool over the obscure hairs to reveal them. You should see two things happen. Gaps in the mask with the loop of the hair should become masks. So we're going to drag right over the top of this. Good. Click the View option and choose Black and White. This is another good way to check your mask. Inspect the mask for different magnifications. And when you're done, choose View Fit on Screen. So you can go around, look at, well, that was way too much, but we're going to zoom out here and go around and look. Now we're going to go to View and then Fit on Screen. Click the View menu in the View Mode selection and choose On Layers. This lets you preview the adjustment over the magazine background, which is behind the model layer. In the Global Refinement selection, move the slider to create a smooth, unfeathered edge along the face. The optimal settings depend on the selection you've created, but probably will be similar to ours. We've moved the smooth slider to 5 to create a smooth outline. Contrast to 20% to make the transition along the selection edge of the border more abrupt. Shift edge to -15. To move the selection border inward and help remove unwanted background colors from the selection edges. Take one more look at the preview of the current mask over the magazine background and make any remaining corrections as needed. I think we need to have just a little bit more hair right here. In the output, if the output settings are hidden, click the disclosure icon to reveal them. And on page 152 of your book, there's a little picture so you can see what that looks like. So here we are. We're going to go ahead and reveal that and scroll down. Make sure you scroll down if you can't see them. This means they're hidden. This means that they're showing. So scroll down. Zoom into 200% or more so that you can more easily see the lighting fringing around the face edge that's due to the model's layer. Original background color seeping in behind the mask. So we're going to zoom into 200%. We really want to see the face here. Select decontaminant colors to suppress those color fringes. Oh yeah, see, that's after. So this is after and this is before. Choose New Layer with Layer Mask from the Output menu. Which it already says that, so I don't have to. Sometimes it says it's something a little bit different, so make sure this says New Layer with Layer Mask. And then click OK. So here's our new layer with our layer mask that we just created. And now we're going to save our work. I want to make sure that I'm in my H drive, which I am. So I'm just going to hit File, Save. Hide the magazine background layer so you can concentrate on the model. Click Edit in Quick Mask Mode. You're going to click this button at the bottom of the tool panel. In the tool panel, select the brush tool. In the options bar, make sure that the mode is normal. The brush pop-up panel and select a small brush with a diameter of 13 pixels, which I already have one. And the hardness of 100%, which I believe it's already 100%. Oh, nope. Let's type 100. And then hit Enter to close it. Paint the earpiece of the glasses frame. The area that you paint will appear red, creating a mask. So let's zoom in a little bit so we can see it a little better. Go back and click that paintbrush. And we're just going to slowly paint this with it in Quick Mask mode. Continue painting with the brush tool to make the earpiece of the frames and the frame around the lens. Reduce the size of the brush to paint around the lenses. You can stop. You can stop where the earpiece goes under the hair. So I'm going to make my paintbrush a little bit smaller. Okay. Painting with black adds to a mask. Subtracting adds to a mask. So we're going to reverse these two and paint with white. And there's an area right here that I got too much, and I'm just going to paint over the areas that I want to exclude. Okay. Let's go back to making sure that our foreground color is black. And now we're going to click Edit in Standard Mode button to exit Quick Mask Mode. So we need to exit Quick Mask Mode, so I'm going to click this button right here. And so now all of this is selected. Choose Select Inverse. Let me zoom out so you can actually see what I'm doing. Right now all of this is selected, and the only thing that is not selected are the eyeglasses. So we're going to go to Select Inverse, and now the only thing that is truly selected are her eyeglasses. Choose Image, Adjustment, and Hue and Saturation. In the Hue and Saturation dialog box, change the hue to 70. And the glasses are now green. That concludes this part of the video.